Hey, what's up, coach? Welcome back to the podcast. Today is episode 221, and the title is Refueling and Taking Breaks. Now, this is going to be one of the most important messages I think I ever put out because I know how much I struggled with this for the first, I would say, 6 to 8 years of my business. And I used to have the mindset, and this is a terrible mindset to have, but I used to have the mindset where it was like, all right, if I go on vacation, there's going to be another coach in my town who's going to overtake what I'm doing. Or if I take time away, then that's a weak thing to do. I associated with like vacation with being weak. And that's because I used to follow a bunch of gurus who used to talk about like, don't take any days off. That's for little girls. And, that's bad information. And here's why. Because I found myself at the point where it was like, I had 37 to 40 sessions a week. And that's like working a full-time job of just training kids. And then on the back end of that, I had phone calls, I had customer support, I had billing problems, I had to deal with things, behind the scenes with some coaches I had. And I was working like 80 hours a week. And it was awful. I'd just be straight up with you. It was absolutely awful. And I never took time off. I worked every single day, never took Sundays off. And looking back on it, I'm glad I did that because it taught me a valuable lesson. And I remember this very, very vividly. It was in August. I can't remember what year it was, but it was probably, I don't know. It was probably like 4 years ago, something like that. And super hot outside. And I got done with one of my training sessions. And I remember when I got to my car, like it was like 102 degrees outside, very humid too. And if you've been to San Antonio, you know what that feels like. If you haven't, then you would have to experience it to truly know what I'm talking about. But I got to the car and I remember I was like, I had the chills. And I was like, there's no way I should have the chills right now when it's this hot outside. And I remember I turned on my car and I turned on the heater because I was so freezing. And when I got back to my old apartment, I remember I took a shower. I got in bed and I stayed in bed for like 2 days. All I did was drink water. And I got extremely sick because I had this thing where it was like, I have to keep working. I have to keep working. I can't take all these days off. And so I got sick because I was too physically and mentally exhausted from working. I don't know if that's ever happened to you, but it's a terrible feeling. And that was a period where I realized, dude, you need to chill out and refuel. Like you need to just get out of here, go take a break. And here's the funny thing is I didn't have my business set up. Even, that was 4 or 5 years ago. I didn't have it set up to where I could do that. It was like I had to be present in order for my business to fully function. And that hit me like a brick in the face. And it made me figure out, dude, you gotta change your business. And you need to have this set up to where you can take vacation and you should schedule vacations. And ever since then, this is something I tell all of our mastermind members, and almost everybody is doing this now that's within the group, which is 4 times a year, take a week off. All right? So every quarter, you're going to take a week off. You're not going to look at your phone. You're not going to do a session. That doesn't mean you need to go to Bora Bora and spend all your money. That just means you might take a vacation and just be at home for a week, right? But what this does is it allows you to mentally clear up your mind, right? Physically, it allows you to recharge, relax, and take time away from coaching. Because if you are the guy or the girl who's coaching multiple hours a day, that's going to wear on you. And I don't care how young you are or how old you are. That takes a toll on you if you don't have that set up correctly. So if you listen to this and you're like, I don't need to do that, trust me, there's going to be a point where you're going to have to come back and listen to this episode because everybody out there is going to need to take a break. And I'm not saying you need to take a 2-week break. I said a 1-week break. All right, that's 7 full days away from work, right? And what that does, it allows you to come back 1,000 times stronger. And when you have that in your contract with parents, then they know that, all right, he's going to be out of town at this point and we're not going to have our sessions. And if that's communicated well with parents, right, then you can run your business that way. All right. So I hope this helps out. And if you are a coach that's listening to this right now and you haven't left a review, make sure to leave us a review. And if you're a serious coach that is looking to get in an environment with other serious coaches that are also business owners, and you want to stop running your business on an island and you want to be around a group of ambitious action takers, if that's you, I have two options. Actually, I have three options to help you. I have a one-on-one consulting program. If you just go to www.buildmysportsbiz.com, click on Mastermind, you can either apply for our one-on-one program now or our group program. I have that available, so that's two options. And then I also have our small group workshops here in San Antonio, Texas. If you go to our website and then just click on live workshops, you can learn all about that there. And that is the three ways I can help out. And we also have digital programs if you want to check those out. But as far as personalized coaching, those are my three best options. I am not going to be offering anything else. I just imagine for the next 2 years. I don't see myself doing anything else other than offering those three options. And if you want to check those out, just go to our website. And it's very simple to navigate on that site. You can learn everything there. And I'll see you next week.